Hello my dear friends, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. So you are very welcome in our lecture number 5 of factorization. Okay, I hope you will enjoy this lecture. So let's start without wasting the time. So today we are going to discuss division of a polynomial by a polynomial. Okay, now in previous lecture we learned about the division of monomial by monomial. Okay, and we already seen that polynomial by monomial. Okay, now here in this lecture we are going to see division of a polynomial by a polynomial. Understand? So let's start. So here let's consider we have a polynomial like this: 7x square plus 14x, and it is divided by x plus 2. Okay, now listen to me very carefully. We have 7x square plus 14x, and it is divided by 2x plus 2. Okay, here we know that this is binomial, and in the denominator it is also binomial. Now how we can divide? So first of all, let's take the common part. Okay, so now in these two terms we can take 7x as a common, and the remaining part will be x plus 2. Okay, so here is x plus 2, and we can cancel this x plus 2 and this x plus 2 because these two terms are same. Okay, so we get 7x. So this is the answer of this part. I hope you understand this thing, that how to solve division of a polynomial by a polynomial. Okay, now question number 1 of this session is divide 44 into x raised to power 4 minus 5x raised to power 3 minus 24x square, and it is divided by 11x into x minus 8. Okay, so here is 44 x raised to power 4 minus 5x raised to power 3 minus 24x square, and it is divided by 11x into x minus 8. Now first of all, from this expression we can take x square as a common from these three terms. Okay, so it will become like 44x square, and this will become x square minus 5x minus 24. Okay, and here it is divided by 11x into x minus 8. Understand, my dear friends? Okay, now in this 44 can be divided by 11 in 4 times, and this 1x is cancelled, this 1x. So now here we get 4x into x square minus 5x minus 24, and it is divided by, here is x minus 8. Okay, so this is equals to 4x into, now we have to find the factors of this term. Okay, so this will become like x square. We are going to split the middle term, so we split this middle term like here is minus 8x, okay, plus 3x, because if we solve this we get minus 5x. Okay, and if we multiply this we get 24. Okay, and it is divided by x minus 8. Got it, my dear friend? Now from these two terms we can take x as a common. Here we get 4x into x minus 8. Okay, and from these two terms we can take 3 as a common, so we get x minus 8. Okay, and in the denominator it is x minus 8. So now we have two terms again, so from these two terms we can take x minus 8 as a common, so we get 4x into x minus 8 into x plus 3, and it is divided by x minus 8. Now this x minus 8 and this x minus 8 will be cancelled, so we get 4x into x plus 3. So this is This is the answer of this part. This is the answer of this part. Okay, my dear friends. So here is again, now divide as directed. So here you can see that we have a polynomial and in the denominator it is also a polynomial. Okay, so it is a case of division of the polynomial by polynomial. Okay, now you can see that 5 into 2x plus 1, it is 3x plus 5 and it is divided by 2x plus 1. Okay, now you can see that 2x plus 1 and 2x plus 1 will be cancelled, so we get 5 into 3x plus 5. So this is what? This is the answer of this part. Yes, now the next one here you can see. Now we have 26xy x plus 5 y minus 4 and it is divided by 13x into y minus 4. Okay, now first of all we can cancel 26 by 13 in what? In 2 times. We can cancel this x and this x, and we can cancel y minus 4 and this y minus 4. So here we get in numerator we get 2y x plus 5. 2y x plus 5. Okay, so this is what? Yeah, this is the answer of this part. I hope you understand these things, my dear friends. Yes, now the next one here you can see that now we have 52 PQR into P plus Q into Q plus R into R plus P, and it is divided by 104 PQ into Q plus R and R plus P. Understand, my dear friends? Yes. Now this 104 can be divided by 52 in 2 times. Got it? This PQ and this PQ we can cancel. This Q plus R, this Q plus R can be cancelled. This R plus P and this R plus P can be cancelled. So we get in the numerator here is R P plus Q and it is divided by 2. It is divided by what? Yes, it is divided by 2. I hope you get this point, my dear friends. So this is very easy questions, my dear friends. Okay, you just have to understand the concept of this part, concept of this question, what type of questions are trying to say. Okay, yes, so now let's move on to the next part. So here is now the next question. Here you can see that we have 20 into y plus 4 into y square plus 5y plus 3, and in the denominator is okay 5 into y plus 4. Now you can see that this y plus 4 will be cancelled. Okay, and this 20 can be divided by 5 in 4 times. So here we get 4 into y square plus 5y plus 3. So this is what? This is the answer of this part. Okay, got it? Yes, now the next one here you can see. Now here next we have x into x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, and it is divided by, okay, so in the denominator is x into x plus 1. Okay, now you can see this x will be cancelled. This x plus 1 will be cancelled. So here we get x plus 2 and x plus 3. Okay, so this is the answer of this question. Yes, now the next one here you can see. Now we have 10x plus 25 and it is divided by 2x plus 5. Now here we have to do that. First of all we have to take the common part from this. Okay, so here is we can take it as 5 as a common. So we get 2x plus 5 and in the denominator 2x plus 5. So we can divide it, we get 5 as the answer. Okay, understand? Yes. Now the next one here is, you can see that 10y into 6y plus 21, and it is divided by 5 into 2y plus 7. Okay, now this 10 can be divided by 5 in 2 times. Okay, and from these two terms we can take 3 as a common. So here we get, okay, so here we have 2y into, we are taking 3 as a common, so we get 2y plus 7, and it is divided by 2y plus 7. So this will be cancelled. So here we get 2 into 3, 6y. So this is the answer of this part. Okay, yes. Now the next one here, you can see that now we have 9x square y square into 3z minus 24, and it is divided by 27xy into z minus 8. Okay, now here is 27 divided by 9 in 3 times. This x will be cancelled, this 1x, this 1y will be cancelled, this 1y. Okay, so here we get xy into 3z minus 24, and it is divided by 3 into z minus 8. Okay, now if we take 3 as a common from this, okay, so here we get 3xy, and in the bracket this will become z minus 8, and in the denominator we have 3 into z minus 8. Now this z minus 8 and this z minus 8 is cancelled, and this 3 and this 3 is cancelled. So here we get x into y. So this is the answer. Yes, now next question here, you can see that now we have 96 ABC into 3a minus 12 into 5b minus 30. Okay, and it is divided by 144 into a minus 4 into b minus 6. Got it? Now here you can see that now in this expression we can take 3 as a common. Okay, so this will become like 3 into a minus 4, similar to this, and from this expression we can take 5 as a common, so this will become like 5 into b minus 6, similar to this. So now let's do that. So 96 into ABC into, here is 3 into, this will become a minus 4, okay, into 5 into, this will become b minus 6. Okay, and here we have 144 into a minus 4 into b minus 6. Got it? Now this a minus 4 is cancelled by this a minus 4, and this b minus 6 and this b minus 6 is cancelled. I hope you understand these things. Now we can divide 144 by 3 in how many times? In 48 times. In what? Yes, in 48 times. And we can divide 96 by 48 in 2 times. Okay, so here we get in the last is 2 into 5 into a b c, and this will become like tan a b c. Okay, I hope you understand these things, my dear friends. Yeah, so now let's move on to the next question, which is, now evaluate the following divisions. We have to evaluate this. So here we have 3b minus 6a, and it is divided by 30a minus 15b. 30a minus 15b. Okay, how we can do that? So from this expression here is, now from this expression, from in the denominator we can take minus 3 as a common. So here we get twice of a minus b. Okay, and in the denominator we can take 15 as a common. We get twice of a minus b, and you can see that we can divide 2a minus b and 2a minus b, and 15 divided by 3 in 5 times. So here we get minus 1 upon 5. So this is the answer. This is what? This is the answer of this question. Now Now the next question here is, now we have 4x square minus 100 and it is divided by 6 into x plus 5. Now this is a good question. Okay. Now from above expression we can take 4 as a common and we get x square minus 25 and it is divided by 6 into x plus 5. Now this expression we can use as identity. So here we know that a square minus b square is what? A plus b into a minus b. Okay, so this expression is similar to as, so here is 4 into x square minus, we can write 25 as 5 square, and in the denominator is 6 into x plus 5. Okay, so we can write it as 4 into x plus 5 into x minus 5 and it is divided by 6 into x plus 5. So this x plus 5 and this x plus 5 is cancelled, so we get 4 into x minus 5 and it is divided by 6. We can divide 4 by 2 in 2 times, we can divide 6 by 2 in 3 times, so here we get 2 upon 3 into x minus 5. Understand? Yes, now the next question here you can see that. Now here we have to simplify the following expression. Got it? So here you can observe this, we have x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x square minus 9x plus 14 and it is divided by, here is x plus x minus 7 into x square minus 3x plus 2. Now let's start. So first of all we are solving the expression number 1, which is a. So this is x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x square minus 9x plus 14 and it is divided by x minus 7 into x square minus 3x plus 2. Okay. Now here we have to find the factors of this expression and this expression. Okay. So this is very easy. Now here we have to split the middle term. So here we can write it as x minus 1 into x minus 2. Okay. And we can write it as x square minus. We can split 9 as, here is minus 7x minus 2x and this is plus 40 and it is divided by x minus 7, here is x square. We are splitting the middle term like here minus 2x minus x, because if we add this we get minus 6 and if we multiply coefficient of x we get 2. Okay, and here is plus 2. Understand, my dear friends? Now we can take, now we make the group of these two terms and these two terms, similarly of these two terms and these two terms. So here we get x minus 1 into x minus 2 into, this will become like x into x minus 7 and we can take minus 2 as a common, we get x minus 7. Okay, and in the denominator here is x minus 7 and here we get x into x minus 2 and in this we can take minus 1 as a common from this. From this we can take minus 1 as a common and here we get x minus 2. Okay, understand? Now in the denominator here we have x minus 1 into x minus 2. Okay, x minus 1 into x minus 2. Now in this expression we can take x minus 7 from these two terms. Okay, and we get x minus 7 into x minus 2. Okay, x minus 7 into x minus 2. Now in the denominator here we have x minus 7. Okay, and in this expression from these two terms we can take x minus 2 as a common, we get x minus 2 into x minus 1. Okay, so finally we have this. So we can cancel this x minus 7, this x minus 7. We can cancel this x minus 2, this x minus 2. We can cancel this x minus 1 and this x minus 1. So here we get x minus 2. So this is what? This is the answer. Okay. Now here we have to simplify the part B, which is x square minus 8x plus 12 into x square minus 16 upon x square minus 36 into x square minus 8. So the b part is, here you can see that, into x square minus 8x, x square minus 8x plus 12, okay, into x square minus 16, and it is divided by x square minus 36, x square minus 36 into x square minus 4, into x square minus 4. Okay, now my dear friends, here is, now first of all we are going to do the factors of this expression. Okay, and here we are using the identities. Okay, so we can write it as x square minus, we can break 8x as, here you can see, 6x minus 2x, okay, plus 12, because if we add this we get minus 8x, and if we multiply 6 into 2 we get 12. Understand? Now here we can write it as x square minus 4 square, and it is divided by, we can write it as x square minus 6 square, okay, and here we can write x square minus 2 square. Okay, from these two terms we can take x as a common, and from these two terms we can take minus 2 as a common. So we get x into x minus 6 minus 2 into x minus 6. Okay, and this will become like x plus 4 into x minus 4, because we know that a square minus b square is what? A plus b into a minus b. It divided by, this will become x plus 6 into x minus 6, and this will become x plus 2 into x minus 2. Okay, yeah, so here is, now from these two terms we can take x minus 6 as a common, so x minus 6 into, here is x minus 2, okay, and this will become x plus 4 into x minus 4, okay, and it is divided by 2, and in the denominator it will get x plus 6 into x minus 6 into x plus 2 into x minus 2. Okay, so here is, we can cancel x minus 6 and this x minus 6, x minus 2 and this x minus 2. Okay, now here we can write it as, here we get in the numerator is x plus 4 into x minus 4, and in the denominator here we get x plus 6 and x plus 2. What is x plus 6 and x plus 2. Okay, so this is what, this is the answer of this question. I hope you understand these things, my dear friends. Yes, now let's move on to the next question. Here is, now factorize the given expressions and divide that as indicated. Okay, now here you can see that now we have 39 n cube into 50 n square minus 98. Okay, and it is divided by 26 n square into 5n minus 7, 5n minus 7. Okay, now if you observe this, 39 n cube into, now we can take 2 as a common from this expression. So if we taking 2 as a common, we get 25 n square minus 49. Okay, and it is divided by 26 n square into 5n minus 7 into 5n minus 7. Now this n square, and if we divide this, here we get simple n, single one we get. So here is, we can divide this as 13 times, we can divide this as 3 times. So here we get 3n into, we can write it as 5n square minus 7 square, and it is divided by 5n minus 7. So here we are using a square minus b square, so this is a plus b into a minus b. Okay, so here this will become 3n into 5n plus 7 into 5n minus 7, and it is divided by 5n minus 7. Okay, so this 5n minus 7 and this 5n minus 7 is cancelled. So here we get 3n into 5n plus 7. Okay, so this is what? This is the answer of this question. Yes, now here we have y square plus 7y plus 10 and it is divided by y plus 5. So first of all, again we have to find the factors of this expression. Okay, so this will be like y square. Now we can split this 7y as 5y plus 2y, because if we add this we get 7y, and if we multiply 5 into 2 we get 10. Okay, so plus 10 and it is divided by y plus 5. Okay, now from these two terms we can take y as a common, so here we get y plus 5, and from these two terms we can take plus 2 as a common, we get y plus 5, and in the denominator it is y plus 5. Okay, so now we have two terms, this, and from these two terms we can take y plus 5 as a common, so we get y plus 2, and in the denominator we have y plus 5. So this y plus 5 and this y plus 5 is cancelled, so here we have the answer is y plus 2. So this is what? This is the answer of this question. I hope my dear friend you understand these things. Yes, now the next question, here you can see that if one of the factors of 5x square plus 70x minus 160 is x minus 2. Okay, now find the other factor. We have to find the other factor. So how we can find it? Now let's suppose, let the other factor be, okay, be m. Okay, we are taking m as the other factor. So it means we can write it as x minus 2 into m is equals to 5x square plus 70x minus 160 So this will become like m is equals to 5x square plus 70x minus 160, and it is divided by x minus 2. It is divided by what? X minus 2. Okay, yes. Now now we are going to find the factors of this expression. So first of all we are taking 5 as a common. Here we get x square plus, okay, here this will become 14x minus, so this is 32, and it is divided by x minus 2. Okay, now we are going to find the factors of this expression. So this will become like, so m is equals to, we can split the middle term as, here is, listen to me very carefully. So this is 16x minus 2x. We can split this, because if we solve this we get 14x, and if we multiply 16 into 2 we get 32. Okay, and in the denominator it is x minus 2. Okay, yeah. So now from starting two terms we can take x as a common, so here this will become like x into x plus 16. Understand? And here is, we are taking minus 2 as a common, we get x plus 16. Okay, so here is x minus 2. Now the factors are m is equals to 5 into x plus 16 into x minus 2, and in the denominator here we have x minus 2. So this x minus 2 and this x minus 2 is cancelled. So the result is what? M is equals to 5 into x plus 16. M is equals to what? 5 into x plus 16. So this is the other factor. This is what? This is the other factor. This is the answer of this part. I hope my dear friend you understand these things. Yes, so now the next question, here you can see that. Now again factorize the expressions and divide them as directed. Okay, so here we have m square minus 14m minus 32, and it is divided by m plus 2. Now again we have to find the factors of this expression. So similarly here is, so we can easily find the factors like here is m square minus, now we have to split the middle part, so this will become like, here you can see that we can split it as 16m plus 2m, because if we solve this problem, if we solve these terms, we get minus 14m, and if we multiply this, we get 32. So here is, this is minus 32, and it is divided by m plus 2. Okay, yes. Now we have 4 terms. Okay, so we are making the grouping. So first of all, we have to take the common from these 2 terms, and we have to take the common from these 2 terms. Okay, so we get, here we are taking m as a common, so we get m minus 16. Here we are taking plus 2 as a common, we get m minus 16. Okay, understand? So we get m plus 2. Now we have again 2 terms, this one and this one, so we can take m minus 16 as a common, and we get m plus 2, and the result is, here is m plus 2. Now we can cancel this m plus 2 and this m plus 2, so here we get m minus 16. So this is what? Yeah, this is the answer of this question. Okay, my dear friends. Yes, now the next question, here you can see that. Now here we have 5p square minus 25p plus 20. Okay, and we are going to divide by p minus 1. Okay, now in this case, we can take 5 as a common. So this will become like, if we are taking 5 as a common, we get p square minus. Okay, so this will become 5p plus, and this will become 4. Okay, and it is divided by p minus 1. Now we have to find the factors of this expression. Okay, yes, so we can easily find. How we can find it? So 5 into, now this will become like p square minus, we have to break this part, so this is, we can break it as like 4p minus p. Okay, plus 4, because here if we solve these 2 terms, we get minus 5p, and if we multiply the constant part, we get 4. Okay, yeah, so now in the denominator it is p minus 1, so this will become like 5 into, now we can take p as a common from the first 2 terms, so here we get p minus 4, and we take minus 1 as a common from these 2 terms, we get p minus 4. Okay, and in the denominator it is p minus 1. Yes, now again we have 2 terms, so we can take p minus 4 as a common, so here we get p minus 4 into, the remember part is p minus 1, and in the denominator it is p minus 1. Okay, so this p minus 1 and this p minus 1 is cancelled, so here we get 5 into p minus 4, and this is what? Yeah, this is the answer of this part. Okay, I hope you understand these things. Yes, now the next question, here you can see that. Now here is, now we have 4yz into z square plus 6z minus 16, and it is divided by, here is 2y into z plus 8, 2y into z plus 8. Now first of all, we can cancel this y and this y, and we can divide 4 by 2. You know that, we get 2. So here we have, okay, so this will become twice of z into z square plus 6z minus 16, and it is divided by z plus 8. Understand? Yes, now we have to find the factors of this expression. Okay, how we can find it? Let's find that. So here is 2z into, so if you solve this, we get z square. If we split the middle part, so here this will become like plus 8z minus 2z. We can split this like this, because if we solve this, we get 6z, and if we multiply 8 into 2, we get 16. Okay, and in the denominator, here we have z plus 8. Okay, so 2z into, we are taking z from these 2 terms, we are taking z as a common, so this will become like, here is z into z plus 8. Okay, and from these 2 terms we can take minus 2, so here we get z plus 8. Okay, and in the denominator we have z plus 8. So from these two terms we can take z plus 8 as a common. So here we get twice of z into, this will become z plus 8 into z minus 2. Okay, and here we have z plus 8. Okay, and this z plus 8 and this z plus 8 is cancelled, so we get twice of z into z minus 2. So this is what? This is the answer of this part. This is the answer of this part. So I hope you understand these things, my dear friends. Yes, now the next question, here you can see that. Yeah, so the next question is, we have 5pq into p square minus q square, and we have divided by twice of p into p plus q. Okay, if you observe this, we can cancel this p and this p. Okay, and here we are using the property of identity of a square minus b square, which is a plus b and a minus b. Here we know that a square minus b square is a plus b, okay, into a minus b. Understand? So this will become like 5q into p plus q into p minus q. Understand? And in the denominator we have 2 into p plus q. So we can cancel this p plus q and this p plus q. So we get 5q into p minus q. And in the denominator 2 is left. What? Yes, 2 is left. So this is what? This is the answer of this part. Okay? Now, so next question is, now we have 12xy into 9x square minus 16y square, and it is divided by 4xy into 3x plus 4y. Okay? Yes. So here again we can directly cut this as xy into xy. Okay, so this xy and this xy can, and we can divide 4, we can divide 12 by 4 in, yes, in 3 times. And here, so we have 3 into, we can write it as 3x square minus, we can write it as 4y square, and it is divided by, here is 3x plus 4y. So here we are using the identity a square minus b square. So this is what? A plus b into a minus b. And in this case here a is what? 3x and b is 4y. b is what? 4y. So this will become 3 into 3x plus 4y into 3x minus 4y, and it is divided by 3x plus 4y. So we can cancel this 3x plus 4y and 3x plus 4y. So we get 3 into 3x minus 4y. 3 into 3x minus 4y. I hope you understand these things, my dear friends. Yes, now here is, you can see that next question is, we have 1 minus x square plus 2xy minus y square, and it is divided by x minus 1. So this is very good question, so you have to listen very carefully, my dear friends. Okay, so first of all we have to find the factors of this expression. So we are finding the factors of this expression separately. So here 1 minus x square plus 2xy minus y square, we can write it as 1 minus, we are taking minus as a common, so here we get x square minus 2xy plus y square. Okay, we can write this expression as, with the help of a standard identities, like we know that a minus b whole square is what? A square minus twice of ab plus y square. Okay, and in this case, in our case, we have a is x and b is what? Y. So we can write it as 1 minus, so we can write x minus y whole square. Okay, now here is, we can write 1 square minus x minus y whole square, and it is divided by x minus 1 and it is divided by x minus 1. Here we are using the identity a square minus b square, like we know that it is a plus b and a minus b. Okay, and here we have 1 square minus x minus y whole square, it is divided by x minus 1. So this will become like, we can write it as here is, so this will become like 1 plus here is x minus y, okay, into 1 minus here is x minus y. Okay, and we have x minus 1. Now open the internal bracket, so we get 1 plus x minus y into 1 minus, here this will become x minus x plus y. Okay, because here is the sign of negative, so all the sign in the bracket will be changed. So in the denominator we have x minus 1. Understand? So this is what, this is the answer of this question. Okay, yes. Now the next question, here you can see that now we have a cube plus a minus 3a square minus 3 and it is divided by a minus 3. Okay, so first of all we are going to find the factors of this expression. Okay, now we can make like this. Here is, we have a cube plus a minus 3a square minus 3. Okay, now we can make the regrouping like this. So here is a cube plus a. Okay, if we take minus as a common, here we get 3a square plus 3. Okay, so we can take a as a common, we get a square plus 1, and we can take 3 as a common, we get a square plus 1. Okay, my dear friends, so this will become like a square plus 1, we can take a square plus 1, from these two terms we get a square plus 1 into a minus 3. Okay, and here we have problem is, we can write a square plus 1 into a minus 3 in place of this expression. So a square plus 1 into a minus 3 and it is divided by a minus 3. Understand? So this a minus 3 and this a minus 3 is cancelled. So here we get a square plus 1. So this is what? This is the answer of this problem. I hope, my dear friend, you understand these things. So this is enough for today and we will meet in the next lecture with the next amazing topic. So thank you very much for listening me and take care and goodbye.